Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome to the Soul Drop channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the best shoes for point guards. And if you're a point guard, you're probably pretty damn quick, light on your feet. So most point guards, I've asked around, want like a lightweight minimal shoe with amazing traction. Also, of course, support needs to be good because guards are usually on the shiftier side of things, doing a lot of lateral movements, cuts, running around and stuff like that. Cushion, not a huge priority, and also like something like low to the ground also is something that I've heard a lot about. I mean, of course, cushion is like a cherry on top, but most importantly about cushion is like responsiveness, right? But anyways, this is just my list in my personal opinion, and I'm just recommending it to you guys. If you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. I got two tiers. So tier number 2 is like, this is a nice shoe, but there's like a couple of things that aren't like the best. And then tier 1, of course, is this is an amazing shoe, and I definitely recommend it to you guys, right? But anyways, let's get it started off with the Kyrie Low 5 in the tier 2. So the Kyrie Low 5 is an amazing shoe, top tier traction, has an amazing bite. Cushion, however, is a little bit lackluster. You do get good court feel, but it's on the stiffer side of things. Impact protection isn't the best, but you get a little bit of compression in the heel, and then the forefoot zoom unit, a little bit of bounce, right? Material, super thin. It's very good for support. Lateral containment is great in that shoe as well. So the Kyrie Low 5 is a great option. It's just the cushion is not the best. All right, next we got the Kyrie 8. So that's also in tier number 2. The Kyrie 8 is it's a nice shoe to play in. It's a little bit of a downgrade from the Kyrie Infinity, but it's still nice. The main reason I'm putting it in the second tier is just because of the Zoom strobe unit in the forefoot. And in my personal opinion, I feel like although you do get nice bounce and compression, it feels a little bit less responsive than I would like personally if I want like a quick and responsive feeling shoe, you know what I mean? But of course, if you've played in the Kyrie Infinity and you don't mind it and you like the Zoom strobe unit, then obviously the Kyrie 8 is a great option. Also, the Kyrie 8, not a top tier traction, which sucks. It's still a nice bite and solid traction performance, but it's not top tier, you know what I mean? Its support's great, and it fits me very well, and material thin overall, although it's stiff, like on the stiffer side of things, so that's why it's in the second tier, although it's overall a nice shoe, right? Next, we got the Luka 1. The Luka 1 is also an amazing shoe, super responsive, and I feel like a lot of PGs will enjoy the Luka 1s. It's also super cheap, 110 bucks. Traction is very good. You have an amazing stop, but the reason why it's in the second tier is because of the lackluster cushion, right? I mean, obviously, if you're a guard, you're probably looking for a low to the ground responsive cushion, which the Luka 1 has, but if you're looking for like, a little bit of impact protection or a little bit of bounce or comfort, then the Luka 1 definitely is not best cushioning setup. Material super thin. It's a very supportive shoe as well. And now moving on to the next shoe, we got the KD15, and everything about the shoe is super nice, and I do like the Zoom strobe unit, like the full length one, better than the Zoom strobe unit in the forefoot found in the Kyrie 8 because it's like segmented, right? So it doesn't feel as like unstable, you know what I mean? And I feel like it has a little bit more responsiveness. So there's that, and also traction is so damn nice. But the reason why I'm putting in the second tier is because I've heard a lot of you guys say you've had pretty bad heel slippage, right? For me personally, it wasn't terrible, it wasn't a deal breaker, and I could get used to it, you know what I mean? If I played in it for a little while, it's not a huge deal, right? When I switch into the KD15 from another shoe that has good lockdown, then I definitely notice it. But if I play in the KD15s for a couple games, I don't really notice it, right? So because of that reason, I'm putting it in the second tier. Next, we got the Dame Certified. So the Dame Certified, it is a budget shoe, it's 95 bucks, but also it's a really nice shoe because you're low to the ground, you have pretty nice impact protection, and the bounce cushion is very nice, right? You get a subtle bounce as well. Traction is top tier. Overall, pretty thin materials, but it's a very supportive shoe as well. So yeah, the Dame Certified is a great option. I feel like maybe it might be borderline first tier, you know what I mean? Like tier number 1. But that's it for tier number 2. Let's move on to tier number 1, and we got the WOW 10. The WOW 10 is so damn nice. I love that shoe. Super lightweight, very thin and minimal materials, but also very good for support, even lateral containment. Traction is, I wish the traction was a little bit better. If it was top tier, I would love the shoe, right? Even more. I mean, it's still a really nice traction, solid performance, but it could be a little bit better, right? Cushion also is my favorite. I mean, it's just like, it's an amazing cushioning setup. You got that strobe board, which is soft, great stepping comfort and underfoot cushioning. You got that subtle bounce and compression right underneath your foot. So yeah, WOW 10 is amazing. All right, next we got the MB2, which is also, I mean, it wasn't surprising because the MB1 is nice, but yeah, the MB2 is an amazing performer as well. It is on the heavier side of things, so if you want something super lightweight and super minimal, then the MB2 is not the best option, but traction is top tier. Also, you got a little bit of that outsole curvature, which feels great if you like the old school Kyrie feeling. Material is super supportive and also overall thin. It's a little stiff because of all that fuse, but it conforms to your foot pretty well. So the MB2 is a great option. All right, next we got the Nike Cosmic Unity 2 MB. It is in the first tier, and I would say it's like a little bit better than the KD15 because it has no heel slippage. But the thing that sucks is that the traction performance isn't as good as a KD15. You know what I mean? You do need to break it in as far as the outsole goes, but once you break it in, it does have a solid traction. You know, it has a really nice bite, but yeah, it's not as good as the KD15, right? We got that full length zoom strobing, which is super bouncy. Material is overall like on the thinner side of things. You know, it's not like the thinnest, you know what I mean? But overall, you know, it gets soft, it's supportive, it feels great on foot. Support's great and all that. So the Cosmic Unity 2 is a top tier performer. Next, we got the Nike LeBron 20 for a freaking point guard or guard, you know what I mean? And that hasn't ever happened, I don't think, for LeBron. You know, so I definitely love the redesign of his signature shoe line, but the LeBron 20 is amazing. You know what I mean? You got amazing support, you got amazing cushion, although it's a little bit mushy and soft at first. Once you break in that cushion and it bottoms out a little bit, it definitely does get more responsive. Traction also is top tier. You had an amazing bite in LeBron 20. So yeah, if you're a guard, the LeBron 20 is amazing, right? All right, next we got the two-way V3. New Balance by New Balance, and I feel like it's definitely a sleeper. You definitely shouldn't sleep on it. It's not as nice as a V2 in my personal opinion, but it's still really nice. Traction is really good, almost top tier. I just wouldn't say it's there, you know, but it's a very solid traction. Cushion also is really nice. You have very good core feel, but with that full length fuel cell, you have a little bit of bounce and compression, and also adequate impact protection. You know what I mean? So doing all that with good core feel is pretty hard to do. So cushioning setup is really nice in that shoe. And material is overall thin. It's like a textile, like a very tightly woven textile, but it does get really soft once you break it in. But also it's a super supportive shoe because there's really zero stretch to the materials. Overall support in that shoe is great as well. So the two-way V3 is a top tier performer. Next we got the Curries, which is pretty much every Curry, like the Curry 10, Curry 9, Curry 4 Floetrol, Curry 1 Floetrol. They're all top tier performers. Actually, maybe I would put it in second tier because the cushioning setup isn't great. It's more low to the ground responsive. And I put the Luka 1 in second tier, so I guess I'll bump the Curries down to second tier. But traction is top tier, support's great, super lightweight shoe as well, so you feel really quick. You feel blazing fast in that shoe, but also very quiet, like a ninja because there's zero squeak in that shoe, right? But anyways, the Curries, very nice. All right, next we got Jimmy Butler's signature shoe, which is the JB1 by Li Ning. Super expensive shoe, which sucks, but the JB1 is so damn nice. The traction is just like the Curry's with amazing top tier traction. Also, I love the heel to toe transition. It's just super smooth, but also with that carbon fiber plate, you have that, like, you have bounce back. Right, you have great flex in the forefoot, but also look, you have that nice spring back because of the carbon fiber, which feels amazing. Cushion also super nice with the drop-in full-length boom midsole. Material super thin, but also the overall shoe is super supportive as well. So yeah, the JB1 is an amazing shoe. Next, of course, we got the Nike PG6, which is, I definitely feel like it's GOAT for me. You know, it's an amazing shoe. I've enjoyed playing that shoe since I've got it, and I still playing it just because it's so damn nice. Traction is top tier, cushion is top tier, just because, you know, you get great responsiveness and core feel, but also in the heel, you have a nice subtle bounce and, you know, compression, you know, and also adequate impact protection. Material super thin. Support's not the best, but it was adequate for me. An overall super comfortable shoe as well to play in. So the PG6 is definitely one of my favorite picks on this list. And last but not least is the Wave Weight 808 2. 808 2, if you loved playing in the Kobe 9 or the Kobe 8, you'll love playing the 808 2. Amazing traction, actually top tier traction, bites through dust amazingly well. It also has an amazing stop, right? And also super durable, you know, very hard rubber and all that. You got that drop-in midsole just like in the Kobe's, you know, and it's cloud. So I feel like it's better than the Kobe's because the Kobe's with the Lunarlon drop-in bottomed out very quickly and impact protection was terrible. In the 808 2, the cloud drop-in is actually like pretty damn nice for impact protection and step-in comfort. Material is super thin, but overall support of that shoe is very good as well. So yeah, 808 2, amazing shoe for a great price as well. It's only 120 bucks. But anyways, that's my list and my top picks for me. Just like, yeah, no, actually I can't do a top pick. Yeah, I was gonna do like a top 3 or something, but all the shoes that are in like the first tier, I absolutely love playing in. So yeah, that's my list of top basketball shoes of 2022 for guards. Again, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.